My brothers and sisters, too long have we allowed the working class of this country to slip into disrepair and decay, scrabbling about in the dirt for nickels and dimes. Too long have we allowed the system that's rigged to enrich the well-heeled fat cats that feed off the blood of the underclass like the ticks and leeches they are. Too long have we allowed the aristocratic masters of yesteryear to thumb their noses at the common man. From 1,000 years of colonization to the poverty wages every man, woman, and child must endure today as heavy a burden as any cross or yoke. And I'm here today to say this is bullshit. It's time for the people to rise up, not merely in spirit, but in action. It's time to stand tall, lock arms, and stand in the clarity of daylight, my brothers and sisters. We are strong. Our rage is righteous. Burn out the karmic embers of justice. We will block the Beltway and move on D.C. We will strike, picket, and boycott. We will storm the palatial estates of the money class who have taken our jobs, taken our homes, taken our dignity. Where the system has failed, we will prevail. Yeah. The only thing to decide now is who will be the first to fall. The devil in red, known as Santa Claus. Yeah. Oh, I too once believed in a benevolent saint that flies through the night with magical reindeer dispensing toys to the world's children. I too was once naive, wanting as a child does to get gifts from a magical being, until I realized the horrible cost of these toys, my brothers and sisters. These toys are the result of sweatshop labor. These toys are the result of an exploited indigenous class. These toys are the result of desperation, starvation, and degradation. These toys are the result of a sociopathic capitalism so insidious to its core, it need be located at the most remote spot on earth to hide its ugliness from the eyes of the international community. Oh yeah, Bangladesh, Somalia, the black hole of Calcutta, they are but day camps compared to the North Pole. Oh, and Santa's workshop? Oh, that is the crown jewel in the capitalist, elite, bourgeoisie, labor exploitation syndicate operating 365 days a year, 24 hours a day to manufacture toys for the pleasure of first world children, while the elves toil away for nothing more than meager rations of gingerbread and hot chocolate. And what should happen? Should an elf fall out of line and say, Santa, I don't want to be a toy maker anymore. I want to be a dentist. You know this story. Banished to the island of misfit toys. A cruel Arctic gulag where all who won't toe Santa's line languish in misery and suffering. And you ever wonder about Santa's bounty itself? Why Santa brings leading brand names? Hasbro, Mattel, Fisher-Price. The capitalist elite are all in on it, my friends. Santa's nothing more than a cruel oligarch holding his buckled boot upon the chests of the proletariat elf masses who yearn to be free. Trying to get the developed nations hooked on his consumer crack so he can keep his factory solvent and keep his Arctic tax shelter running. And you may partake in this feast of materialism as a child, like I did, if you're a good little boy and girl. Isn't that what they told you? You may receive his gifts, but at what cost? Your freedom, your privacy, your liberty? Santa's watching you all the time. Knows when you're asleep, knows when you're awake, knows when you've been bad or good. Making lists, checking it twice. Santa's the fucking NSA! And we are all on his list, my brothers and sisters. It's time for the rise of the proletariat masses. We will seize the machines of production. We will storm the palatial estates of the landlords. We will cast their thrones from the walls. We are the pillars that they have risen on. We are the Christmas trees the stars rest upon. We are the reindeer that shall be yoked no longer. My brothers and sisters, can I get an amen? Amen! On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me revolution.